party of cows following me this morning. Morning, Holly. What a beast. Big breakdown. Is the drill working there? Good morning. It's quite a chilly one. Just fed the calves. All looking well, all looking fine. Before this video gets going, I've got a favour to ask. If everyone who's not subscribed can subscribe, I think it's like 63% of the people who are watching, I'll show you the statistic, aren't subscribed. So you can click the big red button. It just helps the channel do a bit better. Thanks. It doesn't cost any money either. Cheers. Need to go and finish silicon the roof of the project barn conversion. I've not finished that because it's been wet. Dunk's just putting on the stone grape on the front and then the plough on the back. I'm going to go grubbing down that wheat field. We've decided grub the whole field, let it dry out a wee bit, and then plough it as well. It's just soaking. Currently, there's a bit in here that stand sits on for the brush here, and it's obviously got bent. I'm trying to heat up and bend it back, hold it back, but it's a tricky spot. You can't get a swing at it with a hammer, so heat it up and try and punch it back. Got the stand in. Right, we've got the brush off now, and guess what? Today's question, who's watching that has a job that's so far removed from farming? The hole that I dug to fix the pipe is filled up with water again. Sits fine for a few days, then bang, fills up with water. It looked fine, and it looked fine the time before, and the time before. It's making me feel like I don't know how to change a water fitting. There we go, another change of joint. Hopefully this time it'll work. We just put a valve on it because that's what we had, so it's now going to be a toe bait rather than just a straight joint. Hopefully it doesn't leak this time. Here goes Dunk, going out down to that field to plough. Wellies off, boots on. Quad bike still needs repaired, but no time to do it at the moment. Grubber's over there, just getting this weight block fished. Come on. Have a guess before the clip, which piece of kit am I picking up? The grubbers, but which one's the grubbers? 1, 2, 3. What have you guessed? 1, 2 or 3? 1 was the grubber, 2 subsoiler, 3 the discs. Right, we're golden. Let's go. Got going there. I've just extended the top link a bit, just to flatten it off. Front legs were kind of in the ground a good bit more than the rear. That's a bit better. There's a couple of bits that are just too wet. Just soaked. Now you're out the wet bit, it's fine again, but you can see that streak of wet all the way through there. Right, done a swap. Dad's going to go and grub a wee bit because I need to go and finish silicon up on top of that barn conversion now that it's dry for the first time in ages. Wonder how long till that fills up again. Getting there, there's basically quite a few bits like that need sealed. There's also seams that have been sealed as well that drip. So hopefully that's all of them. I'll come back up next time it's raining. There's bound to be a couple drips still. Also, I figured out something figured out something else on this. That comes out, you can hang it on stuff. Handy. I've used this so much. I met someone who watches today at the farm shop, 16th of October. I didn't catch your name, so comment down below. Back to the field now. I'm just going to jump in the grubber. Wind's picked up quite a bit, which is really good because that draws off the moisture of that newly broken up ground. Compare the two parts. This bit's grubbed, this bit's not. So it's a flat layer, really low surface area in comparison to this. So any air coming through will draw way more moisture out of that piece of ground because the surface area to volume ratio's drastically increased compared to this. And then also the water can get away. So this is kind of wet and sticky and it's laying in water. Whereas now this is kind of broken up and that flat surface layer is not so compact anymore. It's a bit more fluffy so the water can seep away. Just been checking the cows. Dad's been in the tractor for a wee half hour. Checking that cow with the back legs that we trimmed the other day. She's improved a bit. She's on her feet a bit more. It's definitely better, but it's not great yet. So just keep an eye on her. But the cows were coming in not too long a time. So maybe get her in again and have another look at it. Just want her to be easy on her feet by the time she gets inside. Anyway, back in the grubber. Oh, what a mess, isn't it? Oh well, crack on. Swamp. Hey! Easy does it, easy does it. Oh, didn't hit that one. Roller at the back there is just binding up with soil, so I'm just going to take it off. Normally we'll put it on so that if it's the drill straight in behind, it's a relatively level surface with the packer there. But Dunk's ploughing it anyway, so I'm just going to take it off. It's weighing a ton at the moment. Oops. Also needing some points changed. This comes off first. Oh, you beat it. Then there's two pins here. Should go a bit. Oh, hold on. No. Need to get them loose. They're a bit stiff. Because there's a lot of weight leaning on them, can't get the pins out at the moment. Harbro mixer lorry, it's in doing some pig feed, and we're out of pig feed at the moment. Rollers off, gonna change a few points, shop a few round and then head back out. I got the pins off of that with a punch. So I've got my points here, so these are replacement points for, that's what they used to look like. And just need the bolts now. And that's one size and that's the other size I need. I think I've got, these are, the short ones are these M1234s. Hopefully this is the other ones, although M1238s are probably not big enough. They're just a round head with two flats, so they index into the flats of these and they can't rotate in there. I've shifted now because Kev was needing seed out of that shed there. Dad's just filling them up. I'm still changing points. There's a couple that need grinded, this one and this one, because the bolts are just spinning. They're not locking in position because they've worn beyond as far as I should have taken them, but it's too late now. Can't add them now. There we go, done. That bolt took a few chops to get off. You can see they're far too worn down now. Basically the heads don't have the indent anymore. to make them not rotate. Anyway. Right, we're back in action. A good while later. Oh, goggles. We're off again. Minus a packer and a few new points. I've had to drop the lift arms quite a bit, and just because the packer's now off a bit, there's no weight hanging off the back, which means it sits up quite a bit more. So I've just dropped this a fraction, getting me back to where I was. It's just about ready for lights now. Getting there though, that's all done. That's still to go, just to that edge right there. That's better. Kev's still going, Dunk's still going, I'm still going. Not for long. There's a big wet patch here, which I've not got to yet, but I'm gonna run a kind of line through it to try and get some of the water to get drained away and move towards the ditch on that side by the time I get to it tomorrow. I should have done that first thing this morning, but anyway, it's too late now. There's a few things I should do before I do them. I'm just coming through just now. It is pretty damn wet. You can see that's all just water. That might have done no good at all, but it's worth a try. Home time. Better not fall in the hole. That would be a good end to the night. Cheers for watching. If you like in that corner, subscribe in that corner, big red button. That's everything for this video. See you in the next video. That was the pig feed that was made up earlier. Lovely. Absolutely clarty. Not that it was clean before, to be fair. Yesterday's question of the day, what are these? And they're MIG welder pliers. So they've got a few different functions. This round in here is for taking off the cup. That round in there is taking off the tip that's in there, if it'll focus. The square jaws, there to get in there and take the slag off. You put it in the end and rotate it about, and then you've got the snips on them as well, to cut the wire to length. Really handy, just sit them on the worktop, and then when you need them, they're probably not going to be there. By my side.